So a few months ago, I covered the suspicions that former Sheriff Joe Arpaio would be running for United States Senate in Arizona to replace Jeff Flake. May I remind you, by the way, Joe Arpaio is 30 years older than Jeff Flake at the age of 86. Well, Joe Arpaio announced his Senate run. Now, I'm not going to go after him from his age. I'm a Bernie supporter. I can't do that, even though, Bernie is still like 10 years younger than this guy, but okay. Here's the article from Mediaite. Joe Arpaio, former sheriff for Maricopa County, Arizona, has announced he'll be running for Senate in Arizona in an attempt to fill Senator Jeff Flake's soon-to-be vacant seat. The 85-year-old sheriff, who rose to prominence with branding of America's toughest sheriff, was recently pardoned by Donald Trump after issuing a jail sentence for criminal contempt, or issued a jail sentence. The former sheriff will be facing off in the primary. Okay, there it just goes on and on. Essentially, he's going to have two other challengers so far in the Republican primary. There's a good chance he's going to get the nominee. He's already big with the Republican base because of Trump's pardon. But let's see what he said. Quote, "I have a lot to offer. I'm a big supporter of President Trump." So right off the bat, we know he's just going to be another Trump lackey, just like all Republicans are. Okay. Also, of course, he's a big fan of Donald Trump. Donald Trump's the only reason he's not in a jail cell right now. "I'm not here to get my name in the paper. I get that every day anyway." Oh boy, you do, Joe. Okay. So here is some more of what he said. It just gets better. "Being a U.S. Senator is a little different than being a sheriff. You don't say. Because you can do a lot of things in the U.S. Senate. And I have many plans, believe me." You must be hanging around Trump. I have tremendous plans, believe me, let me tell you. It's tough. It's a tough decision. You just said that. And here's what he said on immigration. By the way, Arpaio's tent city was infamous for its treatment of illegal immigrants, specifically him bragging about it being a concentration camp. Here's what he said. "I have a far-out plan which may look stupid. When they come to your attention that they're here illegally, those young people, deport them back to Mexico." Does he even know how DACA works and that a good amount of them were born here? You can't deport people to somewhere they're not from, Joe. Or whatever. And then try to put them on a fast track to come back here in the United States legally with special permits. What's wrong with that? They'd say they don't know where their home country is because this is their home country, so let them go there, but they don't have one, and spend 6 months because it might take that long to do the paperwork to get them here legally and let them see their home country and see what it's really like. Does Joe Arpaio know that in order to immigrate, it can actually take years? Does he know? I don't think he knows that. For instance, the average Syrian refugee took 2 years. But oh my God, Joe Arpaio. Well, you know what? I just want to say this before we continue on. Joe Arpaio running for Senate is awful for the country, but it's great for me. Congratulations, Joe Arpaio. You're my new punching bag for a while. I'm Ephrom, and good night.